All right, guys, welcome back. Thanks for checking us out today. I want to go over why you're not losing fat, even though you think you're eating clean, you're eating healthy. Before we get into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all my videos about how you can leverage OMADs, fasting, and training to build the best you. All right, so let's get into it. I want to talk about today why, even though you're eating healthy and you're eating clean, you still aren't tapping into your fat. You probably hit a plateau with your fat loss, or you're stuck losing that same 10 to 15 pounds over and over again. You probably tried different diets, maybe keto, carnivore, paleo, Atkins, whatever. You probably counted calories, macros, weighed and measured your food. Maybe you even tried restricting certain food groups, right? Not eating carbs, something like that. But the problem with that is you're not seeing that needle move. You're not seeing that number on the scale go down. You're probably frustrated with the lack of progress and losing that same 10 to 15 pounds over and over and over. And then you're going to quit because you're getting frustrated and you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And when you quit, you're going to revert back to what you were originally doing that got you into this place in the first place. You're probably even going to add a little bit more fat because that's what got you here in the first place, right? So you're going to be doing the same shit over and over that's led you to the position that caused you to want to change initially. You're going to start a downward spiral. You're going to get negative in your head and you're going to start thinking, oh, I can't lose this fat. I guess I'll never be thin. The negative mindset really takes over and it makes it exponentially worse. You're going to start thinking, I'm not good enough, or I'm too dumb to figure this out, or I guess I'll always be fat. But the reality is this, guys. The fitness industry has misled you, and you don't have to do all that nonsense with your diet. You don't have to weigh, measure. You don't have to restrict foods. None of that stuff is the key to keeping that fat off. And the reason I know this is because I did all that myself, right? So what the industry is failing, to tell you is that hormones play a crucial role in fat loss. Now, the main two that I'm going to cover today are going to be insulin and growth hormone. Let's start off with insulin. So insulin is the master storage hormone. It is the most anabolic hormone we have in our body. Now, when I say master storage hormone, I mean that each time insulin is released into the bloodstream, it tells the body to store, right? So if you're having breakfast and a snack and lunch and a snack and dinner and a snack and then maybe dessert, from the time you have breakfast all throughout the day, you're releasing insulin to the system, and that's going to tell your body to store. So you're storing from breakfast all the way to bedtime. Now that you know that, are you surprised why you're not able to lose that fat? Are you surprised why you're losing that same 10 to 15 pounds over and over again? Probably not. So the question is this: how do we tell the body to burn that fat once and for all? Well, based on my self experimentation over the last almost 2 years now, the best way that I have found is OMADs and fasting. So, with OMADs and fasting, there's intentional manipulation of when insulin is released into the system. By limiting the amount of times insulin is released, we're limiting the store signal sent out by that hormone. So, during the fasting period, we're keeping insulin low intentionally. And while we're doing that, the body is forced to tap into your fat stores for fuel. So think of it this way. If your stomach is the fridge that you have in your kitchen and your fat stores are the fridge you have in your garage, if you're shopping every day and putting new food into your kitchen fridge, when are you ever going to have to go out to the garage fridge? You're not, right? So if you're constantly eating throughout the day, when are you ever going to force the body to tap into your fat for fuel? You're not. Does that make sense? All right. So the second hormone I want to cover today is growth hormone. When we're in a fasted period, roughly around 20 hours, you're going to see a growth hormone start to spike. Now, as you stay in that fasted period, you're going to see that spike get up to anywhere from 2 to 3,000%. Now, why is growth hormone good for fat loss? Well, growth hormone is excellent at mobilizing fat for fuel. Now, if you don't believe me, go check out the NIH website. There are countless studies that are showing this fact to be true. Now, growth hormone also acts as a shield to protect the muscle that we currently have while we're in a fasted state. So growth hormone is going to mobilize fat for your fuel while protecting the muscle mass that you have. So instead of you bouncing from fad diet to fad diet, what you really need to do is consider switching to OMAD and fasting. I mean, that's only if you're serious about losing this fat and keeping it off. If you want to stay on this hamster wheel that you're currently in, by all means, stay doing what you're doing. But I think you're serious, and I really think that you want to make progress and see that number go down. So you need to look into OMADs and fasting. When you go with this approach, you get to eat food you love. And the best part is you're going to generate the results you're looking for. Now, you don't have to eat rabbit food. You don't have to eliminate any food groups like carbs. You don't have to restrict how much you eat and when you eat it. You get freedom, you get flexibility, and you get to enjoy the process of melting that fat. I eat burgers and fries and tacos, meatball sandwiches, steak, eggs, waffles with maple syrup. Anything that came from the earth, you can feast on. So if you're tired of being frustrated with the lack of progress, or you're tired of losing that same 10 to 15 pounds over and over, you need to try OMADs and fasting. They are a game changer that will lead to the best version of you. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can learn more about how OMADs and fasting can change the game when it comes to you getting healthy and fit. We'll see you next time.